So this is the World's End Tavern.
No. Allow me to correct you. If you think this is all there is to the tavern, you're so... Like a single grape on a great bunch. This is just the part where the tavern connects to this world.
Sorry, but this looks like a regular lounge.
The so-called PLANARCADIA isn't really an Arcadia either, but if you're looking for something that's true to its name, take a ride on the Astral Express. Funny thing is, it's literally Wait, you two are navigator of the Astral Express and the raccoon on board, right? Friends, a big shot is here. A real knee slapper incoming.
Really? From the Express?
You're not so freaking way enthusiast, are you?
Express folks come to the tavern too?
Do they even have a sense of humor?
Sorry, the sole of my foot. I'll never wash it again.
Everyone, curb your curiosity. These two are my guests. Even the most mischievous among you should know when to stop and mind your manners.
Well, if it isn't Little Sparkle. We've all take the mask from a masked fool, and what's left but a fool?
Oh my! Wouldn't a masked fool be better off without the fool? An empty mask sounds even better, no? Don't take an idiot's words too seriously. Unless you want to join them. Alright. Now, I can finally entertain my guests without interruptions. You two, this way. Let's talk about the imposter.
The man's wary gaze sizes up the young person before him for your curious gaze. Kid, I believe you're confusing me with...
Oh, sorry.
Terrible jokes.
Give me the same old dry joke. Shake it.
All right, you two. First round's on me. What'll it be?
We're not here to drink. Time's ticking. Did you find anything on Sparksy?
Don't pull a long face. You'll sour the vintage in the cask. While you were gone, diligent little Sparkle was gathering intel non-stop and didn't waste a single minute. Sparksy. She did come here disguised as me. I called Giovanni. You might not remember him. He's the poor sap who drew the short straw to manage the storage area recently. Old Geo told me that a week ago, I came here and took a few things. Among them was a vial of mimetic.
A mimetic virus. No wonder she could take over Graphia Academy and distort March and Weld's cognition, making them believe they're...
Close enough. The so-called Sparksicon is a front for spreading a mimetic virus.
Knowing that isn't enough. What type of mimetic virus is she spreading? What are the symptoms? We need more on her plans and actions before we can counter it.
Thought of that already. So I visited a few friends and learned where the imposter's been haunting. To dig up details, we'll have to get hands-on.
Lead the way, then.
Let's move. Stay close.
Abandon all despair, ye who enter. If you want to pass, then admit it. By the way, hate to ask, you're not aha themselves, are you? No, you're not aha. If you were aha, a wave of your hand would cure my melancholy.
Isn't this the Tavern of the Elation? Don't you welcome the laughter, gracing you with their presence?
You're wrong. It's not that they are unwelcome. See that? The fools put up a sign over there. Aha!
Ridiculous as it sounds, it's true. After 666 invitations to AHA went unanswered, the younger fools voted to expel the laughter from the path of elation.
Oh, I get it. It's like students expelling a teacher from a classroom.
All right, Mr. Doorway. I assure you that none of us three is AHA, and no—
Oh, it's Sparkle. Is it really Sparkle? It's not so much. Listen up, gray-haired lad. If you want me to pay the toll with saying adieu. And now, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna break you open.
Didn't expect you to have the pull to get me into the tavern. As expected of a detective's assistant.
Back when I still had a sense of humor, a fool gave me an invitation. You're really going to see the Stellaron Hunter case through?
What else can I do? The boys need the money. Credits aren't black or white, they're ones and zeros.
All right. I reached out to Costide. He said that one of the 3 people who stole the mask looked familiar. He might have seen them in the news. Based on his description, I spent ages sketching the suspect's portrait.
Costide. We owe him another favor. No paying this one back, huh? Speaking of which, Don Hong. That's it.
So, which of these 3 is Don Hong? The one with gray hair? The redhead? No, don't tell me yet.
I know a bit of the Xianzhou language. The word Don can mean red. So Don...
Your deduction skills never fail to press. Fine, I'll just give it.
TV, newspapers, the internet, it's all fake news. What do you expect me to look at?
Ugh, let's get down to business. I couldn't find any trace of Donna, so I decided to try a different approach. Keep tabs on the other members of...
Nice work, Mr. Wren. They're heading deeper into the tavern.
I see, gray hair. The tavern not inviting you sooner was their loss.
Is the drink in these barrels really brewed from barrels?
Yep. You know your stuff, man.
Where's this?
Ta-da! Welcome to the dazzling light, the heart of the tavern. PLANARCADIA's dazzling dance floor. There are some tasteless masked fools who consider this place the secret to keeping you laughing. If life's cruel, don't beg for fairness. Dance! That huge light orb up there. For a tavern, it's as essential as the faintest moon in the sky. If we get the chance, speaking of which, 2 months ago, some idiot, after downing hundreds of drinks, had the bright idea to knock it down with a super overlord spinning top. So, we had to reinforce the blue star with a steel frame around it, and seal it inside the world in canvas. Aha! Take care! Weren't they banned from the tavern? And given the laughter's personality, if they took care of it, they'd just egg someone on to blow the place sky high.
This fool you're talking about. It wouldn't.
If it were, I'd already be tied to that light orb as the scapegoat. Anyway, the next stop is the Golden Confessional.
The Golden Confession?
A place where you can let go of... Let me show you how to open a path. Play according to the sheet music, and the path will naturally open up.
The steel frame actually opened. The wristband here actually changed color with the lights.
Just another night at tavern. Fun, right? Please laugh.
So many sinks? Why bring us here?
Witnesses say a week ago, I came to the bar, knocked back a few shots of Bomb's first drop, then headed here. The Golden Confessional is an emergency shelter for fools who've had one drink too many. Here, we shed our excess baggage before marching light-footed into the next second.
Oh, well, well, looks like old Simpo's become the... Well, if it isn't my old friend. Sparkle said you'd be coming to the tavern. Old Simpo and a teensy bit of sorrow. How did Sparkle beat me to inviting my #1 buddy to the tavern for a drink? Miss me, old friend? Hello, Miss Himiko. Long time.
Mr. Sampo, hello. What business brings...
No business. Just here to repay an old favor.
Ms. Fool here sent me a message asking for H-E-L-P. Someone's been parading around the tavern impersonating her.
Well, now, this is some juicy news. Miss Sparkle's usually the one impersonating others, but look how the tables have turned. The trickster's getting...
Shush, Sampo. I brought you here to repay a favor, not to gossip about me.
Oh, I've suffered the embarrassment of losing my mask myself. Thanks to Miss Sparkle's mercy, I didn't end up stranded, so here I am today, ready to help you out. No questions asked.
All right then, let's get to work.
Get to work? What?
Naturally, we'll fish around in these thrones where humans dump their worries and find the worries that Miss Sparksy left behind.
You want us to unclog?
I'm not joking. Don't be too shocked, you two. Let me share a little secret about how we Masterfuls stay mentally healthy. Drink a mood lifter like Bomb's First Drop, and all the harmful memoria in your body, you know, the pain, the worries. That's how fools pull pranks and have a blast without a shred of guilt.
So, all that memoria has settled under this.
If luck's on our side, maybe we'll even dig up the secret to beating her. What's wrong, ma'am?
I've got no objection to the task, but doing this bare.
Oh, don't worry. When has old Sempo ever come unprepared? Trust me, I won't let you get off that easy. Emotional impact drill. Ooh, sorry. Wrong gadget. Oh, hey! Have you heard of a dowsing rod? Well, forget it. I'll spare you the thing. Oh, I tuned the drill bit to resonate with Sparkle's temperament. It'll drill out memoria fountains with... But fair warning, use it carefully. It's been a week since Sparksy was here. Keep your guard up in case something else comes burst. Well, if you ask me...
We don't have time for luck. My radar says that pompous imposter would pick the highest spot to vent. Exactly. The golden thread.
Bro, pick a spot to drill and start...
Sampo, does this thing even work?
Of course it works. Don't you trust your old pal, Sempo? What? That doesn't seem like something...
After going through all this trouble to sneak in, what the heck is going on with this place? Me? I'm a morning actor. Can't you tell? Let me tell you about my tragic mission. After the tavern issued a ban on morning actors, I painstakingly snuck in here to reveal to them the truth that... I failed. I smashed every obstacle during the infiltration. Oh, yesterday, I went on stage at the bar and revealed my true identity to everyone and told them a tragic tale, but these fools kept whistling from below, and some bought me several rounds. Someone even came up on stage to hug me. This is...
These bad taste joke. Cheers to your tragedy!
What's this? A plunger?
See? What did I tell you? The imposter's worries have appeared. What a rare sight. Sparksicle used to always connect with everyone online. But now, for the first time, she's meeting her fans through the sewer net. Sorry, but we're your haters. Come clean now. What are you planning to do with that mimetic virus you stole? Use Sparksicon as a front to turn everyone into mindless zombies. How could I ever never harm my dearest, most beloved family.
You took an entire school of teachers and students hostage and turned them into your puppets to help you enter the Phantasmoon games. You're going to...
Of course I did. From the very first day I was created, I've been doing exactly what my creator asked of me. Listening to every fan's beg, feel insecure about being ordinary, cry when ignored by those they like, and strive to stand out because they desperately want others' approval. Sparksy hears every wish during these Phantasmoon games. I'll grant their... No, I'll give each of them a choice, because deep down, every one of them longs to become... You must have heard that saying. In the future, everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame. Now, that moment has come. Sparksicon will turn every spectator...
For reals? She plans to use a mimetic virus to... Oh, the answer was right there in the riddle all along. You know, I gotta say, that's very Sparkle.
As expected of my imposter, your...
Sis, is now the time to be tooting your own horn? Just thinking about being turned into a copy of you? Ugh, I can't even force it.
Oh? And who gets to define elation? The laughter, the fools, the eyepiece. Contrary to popular belief, sadly, the Inner Astral Peace Network and everyone fears that they're... So the world's like a derail. Bingo! You got it. I'm a part of her. Wherever there's a screen, wherever my audience is, I want to see how far you in this outdated model can go. I'm looking forward to your response.
Oh, heads up, everyone! Listen, Sparkle. You only asked me to do your dirty work, but you never said anything about being your thug. You owe me compensation.
Everyone's going to become me soon. Sampo, crawl out of your money pit for a moment, will you?
To think, PLANARCADIA's elation would end up... Back when I still lived in this place, the internet was just for sharing information. Live streaming and virtual idols. Coming back now feels like stepping into a foreign land. Like returning home.
It's just madness, wrapped in a cheerful she's convinced that we'll be powerless to stop her plan, even if...
I know. Even I don't want to turn into that phony's lookalike. Though...
Since the fools stash dangerous things like mimetic viruses in the tavern...
Ma'am, you give us fools too much credit. This is the tavern, not the well... But I do know a place. With some luck, we might find a mimetic virus clean...
All right. Now that you folks have a lead and no shortage of fighting spirit... The Astral Express always has a way of handling crises, doesn't it? With big shots here, a sidekick like me doesn't need to... Oh, if you run into trouble, you can always ring old Sempo then. Well then, farewell.
So, where are we heading next?
Let's check out... Fatal Joke.
Fatal Joke? What kind of place is that?
Maybe... some kind of... hospital.
This place feels more like a maze than a tavern.
Well, it is a space-time maze, after all.
I really wish we had one of these light orbs on the Express.
Yeah.
Attention all doctors and patients. Do not believe any information from this broadcast.
Why is there a hospital hidden inside the tavern?
Well, because those who can become fools are all a bit sick in the head. Not your regular headaches and fevers, but matters of the heart. Every time someone goes bonkers and stirs up trouble in the tavern, like scattering nosewalker parasite ticks in every corner, or spiking the beer barrels with truth serum that makes people spew insults. For each time the whole place goes topsy-turvy, there's always some fool who, in the spirit of elation, volunteers to treat them. Yep, they get sent right here to Fatal Joke. Huh. Strange. Why? Even if some fool claims to have a legit medical license, you wouldn't dare trust them, would you?
Attention patients. Please refrain from eating beef hot pot in the hallway. If you wish to dine, please invite the hospital director to join you. Thank you. Would Dr. Hartman from plastic surgery please report to the director's office immediately? This hospital doesn't even have a plastic surgery. Dr. Zhongshan from mental health care, please report to exam room 1. We're 1 player short for cards. Thank you.
Is this a theater?
Alert. Patient detected ahead. Patient detected ahead. Please line...
Patient number 01, Akavilli. Mr. Akavilli, diagnosed with Stellaron symptoms per the records. Are you present? Please proceed to exam room 1.
They called you by name, Mr. Akavilli? You might as well go take a look.
Please proceed to consultation room 7 immediately.
It would be so funny if you were not funny.
You're finally back, Akavilli. I've reviewed your clinical records. Your Stellaron symptoms are stable. Continued observation will suffice. I'm your presiding physician. Good news for you. You don't need to rush into treatment just yet. Though, I can't say the same for Miss Sparkle over. Patient number 02, Miss Sparkle. Hello there, Miss Sparkle.
You're one of the few who didn't mistake me for that imposter, Doctor. But, just a reminder, yours truly isn't sick.
I've seen so many patients, and you're among the most severe. I could already make an initial diagnosis at first glance. Your ailment is... If someone can transform into 10,000 characters, would she still remember her original self?
Good question. But if someone could become 10,000 characters, does the original even matter anymore? By the way, Doc, are you familiar with any treatment protocols?
Mimetic viruses. I've heard about it. The city sent over a few cases. The patients had one thing in common. They were all heavy internet users. The medical records are in the room. You can take a look if you want.
Would Dr. Hartman...
Is this Dual Mention City? How is that possible?
Who on earth are you?
Hey, are the...
It'd be so funny if you were not funny.
The medical records are on the bookshelf. First pile on the left.
Are there already victims in the city?
To eliminate the mimetic virus, helping Patient Zero face reality is a crucial phase of the treatment.
What's happening?
You've never been to Fatal Joke before?
That's not surprising. I don't spend much time at the tavern. And to reiterate, I'm perfectly healthy.
I love patients who deny their illness. I'll personally shatter their self-confidence. Miss Sparkle, I'm going to write up a detailed diagnosis report for you. In the meantime, why don't you chat with your fellow patients?
Gray hair, let's go. I don't want to waste any more time with this quack.
Miss Sparkle, please wait in this room until the consultation is complete.
Sparkle, you're back! You seem happy. Yeah, I'm keeping my spirits high, just like she asked. Sparkle, Sparkle! You're the one who told me that a smiling mask will never have bad blood. This world doesn't want to see too much sadness, cruelty, rage, or pain. You told me that I just need to smile. I did everything you asked. But why did you abandon me? I just want to devour.
Just how many masks have you thrown away?
Don't worry about it. Everyone sheds just as many versions of themselves in a... Do you still remember me? More people got my name right today than in the past week. I'm so touched. I am your original mask. The Sparkle Roll mask. The archetype of a bright maiden doomed for a short life. The avenger who perishes with her nemesis. The lover who dies for love. The young artist driven to madness. You used me to win fame, applause, and countless eager gazes. Please, wear me once. The worst thing an actor should do is be tied down to one type of role. Do yourself a favor and stay down.
The diagnosis results are in, Miss Sparkle.
Hey there. Are you also troubled by the same illness as me? What illness do you have? I once suffered from a disease called... A masked fool named Sparkle grew out of me, slowly becoming one with me. She used me to bear all the pain caused by her performances, left me battered, but I was lucky enough to find this tumor called Sparkle. And you're just a tool.
Miss Sparkle, I have your results. Your main components are madness, humor, and a theatrical personality. Unfortunately, the proportions are badly, but the silver lining is your mask has fallen off. She's free of blast.
And that's where everyone's misfortune began. None of the masks I've cast off ever had such strong opinions or such a temper.
She no longer needs to be corroded by your cancer of rationality. Now she can do anything that you wanted to do but didn't dare to do.
Ha! As if there's anything Miss Sparkle wouldn't dare to do.
For example, you don't dare wear like a butterfly shedding old skin. You keep discarding every mask just so you won't be defined or bound by them. You're afraid to stop, to be stuck in some stereotype. You're afraid that one day you won't be... That's why you drew Miss Sparksy and became her online. As a dazzling mask, everyone confides in her. Everyone wants to be her. Everyone feeds her their clever ideas. You thought this would inject new life into you. But sadly, once the mask is on you, you become its accessory. People care only about the image the mask paints. No one cares about the you. And that is why she came to life. Human recognition and desire will flow through the internet, providing nourishment for her to bloom. She'll become a bewitching flower. Stop? You mean tree? Cremate Sparkle. That's the best treatment I can prescribe.
And here I thought you had something clever. After all, there's only one radical cure for all suffering.
Miss Sparkle, don't think I'm joking around with you. I only misbehave outside the tavern. But here, I am a doctor, without quotation marks. My treatment is real and effective. Generally, when a fool vanishes, their mask loses its power and becomes a dead thing. You're two sides of the same coin, after all. But as for Sparksy, I can't say for sure. During SparksyCon, she'll be worn by millions of ordinary people in PLANARCADIA. Go on, lie down on that bed and say goodbye to your friends. There's a door in the tavern that absolutely positively leads to a still-burning star in Sidunirama. The nurse will send you there and...
And if I say no?
Then I'll have to... be Miss Sparkle, nameless. The choice is yours. As for me, by the laughter above, I've got to catch the next ship out of this dump.
Hey! What's going on? Why am I pinned here? Gray hair. Map navigator. A little help? You need me! I can help you defeat Sparksy! Hey! What's going on? Why am I pinned here? Gray hair. Ma'am navigator. A little help?
The mask of the masked fool represents what you wish to become. You use it to focus your power. That's why you've been avoiding Sparksy all this time. She didn't just steal a vial of mimetic virus. No wonder the fool at the bar joked, when a masked fool loses their mask, what remains is just a fool.
Yes. Every fool has at least one such mask. Not mere decoration. It might be a mourning actor mask you took a liking to and stole from them. It might be a head accessory you personally sketched in a moment of inspiration. Or it might be something that one day fell from the sky and latched onto your face. To become a fool, one must experience at least one such instance of destiny. The moment of masking one through the mask's eye holes, we gain a different perspective. Finally seeing how the universe is simply churning with endless jokes. The mask is who we want to be. And now, this imposter is... Do it! At least then, the imposter... You're not actually going to press it.
Give us a moment.
Waiting is torture, you know. You're not doing this on purpose to punish me, are you? me tell you something. While no one was looking, I already popped the battery out of the button.
Since the fool made her choice, she must have a plan to reclaim the mask. If you dare say no, I'll press this button and let the orbital cannon cremate you for real. Your sticky little fingers aren't...
There's a way. There's always a way. Miss Sparkle will definitely take responsibility and work together with everyone to...
What's with...
Have we been watched the whole time?
Bravo!
That's hilarious! So, is it time for the combat sequence now? That's hilarious! So the audience watched our every move in that treatment? Is this a hospital?
That's life for you. While there's life,
I must have...
ignore the spectators. They're just here for laughs. They won't help and couldn't if they tried. You said you had a way to stop Sparksy.
I've got a few. I've always had this premonition that one day Miss Sparkle would become an unstoppable terror in this universe. On a trip, I met a girl who shared my tastes. She had quite the knack to be a fool. In our battle of wits, she nearly turned me into Sparkle Paste using the local tumbleweed specialty. She also had a massive mech with beam cannons up the wazoo, ready to blast away any time. I quietly replicated those powerful goodies from my travels. With these anti-Sparkle weapons, that imposter won't know what hit her. I gotta say. You two, let's head to the storage area next.
Intel from the school?
The Furbo journalist couldn't find March or Mr. Yang, but they did...
Oh? That's noteworthy. Looks like Sparksy is busy making preparations. Never mind her for now. Let's...
This tavern is huge!
It's all right. I just didn't want to.
Wait, there are that many people on the dance floor?
Hey, Gio! What are you doing up there?
Working my tail off for you, tallying the losses. Wait, who'd you bring with you? Oh, it's Mr. Trailblazer. I knew you'd step into the tavern and become one of us someday. Those with the makings of masked fools are naturally drawn.
You sure know quite a few.
Ah, and the lovely lady behind you. You must be Miss Himiko, navigator of the Express.
Mr. Giovanni, Just call me Himeko.
Normally only fools may enter, but since Sparkle brought you, and you are practically an old friend, I can make an exception as the caretaker.
Gio, cut the spiel. Sampo says you recite that intro so often he's grown calluses on his ears. Want the fool's treasures, souvenirs, and prank gear? Come to the Grand Treasury Storage. They've stashed everything here.
You stole my line again. Picked it up on a trip to another world. You've heard this phrase too, haven't you? I'll admit it's catchy, that's why I used it as a slogan. Storage area visits went up by 26% after that.
Business first. Did you see my pickup message I sent? Where's my stored anti-sparkle weapons?
Your storage list is a total mess. You never leave any notes. If I hadn't been called to audit, who'd know how many surprises you got stashed away? As for the anti-sparkle weapons, oh, I'd love to know what on earth that's supposed to be. Why don't you go in and look for yourself? As requested, I've linked the vault entrance to your collection.
Gio, did the imposter leave this behind?
How should I know? I've been doing inventory all this time.
Hey, gray hair. Huh? What's this?
Whoa. That's one massive stellar jade.
Kid, wake up! This rock is dangerous.
Dangerous? I'll smash it with one swing.
You got it! Smash every last one and bring them all back. Stellar Jade is the perfect bait for catching the nameless. How generous of you. First time I've seen a thief steal something and leave something even more valuable in the vault. Isn't this exactly the type of phantom thief flair we masked fools adore? Remove a carefully curated piece and leave a gift in place to a jumbo-sized. And you stole my other that worthless junk before Sparkle. I'd like a little. The security here is an absolute mess.
You're in no position to talk. Even the drinksmith here is a temp. Count yourself lucky I'm kind enough to help tally your storage.
She didn't just steal my power and my collection. She completely destroyed Miss Sparkle's reputation. This is...
A correction. Miss Sparkle's worst day.
Wanna make...
Don't get me wrong. I also don't think gear tumbleweeds and giant mechs would work on someone spreading mimetic viruses. I thought of a way just now that might suppress the mimetic contagion at Graf. You can fight fire with fire, but a mimetic virus can be scoured away.
What do you mean?
Our informant at the school reports Sparksy is removing the central mural there. The imaginated mural, World Breaker Waves, is said to be a work left behind by Graphia herself. Legend says the wave comes from the Dove Brook river water she used to wash off her painting mistakes. The artists say it is blessed. That's why they kept it in the school. I couldn't understand why Sparksy went to such lengths to tear it down. Now I do. Painting mistakes are redundant information that stain a painting. If someone knew how to harness this Dovebrook wave to wash over the school, they could cleanse the infection she spread. The waves on the painting aren't physical water. only those versed in the art of imagenesis. As a Graphia Academy alumna, I know a bit of traditional painting. Right now, our most directly effective—
Let's go. I'll make this imposter pay.
Looks like our paths must part in haste. I wish you all fair winds on your journey. Oh, if any of you feel uncertain about what's next, here's a small suggestion. Take a detour inside the Blistar light orb. For us masked fools, that light orb holds the same significance. Deep within the orb, everyone can find...
Yeah. Yeah. Does that hurt?
This doesn't look like where we came in. Darn it.
They found something else at the school? We need to pick up the pace. Giovanni said we could find the divine revelations of the elation inside the light.
Bingo, your intuition's spot on. It isn't just a light-polluting orb. Think of it as a shrine for fools. Worship sounds a bit too serious, no? Most masked fools treat the laughter like an invisible, mischievous drinking buddy. Fine for mental toast. But if they really come looking for you, it's usually bad. Inside this light orb is a miracle tied to Aha. It responds to any food. Let me show you something mind-blowing. Here we go. I said, open sesame! Open sesame! Sesame? Hooray! So in their eyes, I don't even count as a masked fool anymore! What a wonderful surprise! The imposter stole my identity.
The good news is, at least one of us is still a masked fool.
Hey! That's way too harsh. I hate to admit it. That gray hair, it's opened for you. The light orb has acknowledged you.
So, this is the miracle you meant?
Yes. Among the masked fools, a myth When the Master of Elation climbed the highest boughs of the Tree of Existence, they glimpsed the cold, abhorrent void. The stars turned like machinery, and all they gazed further, until they witnessed a newborn fall and cry as if wronged beyond measure. Then they burst out laughing. That crystalline laughter tore through the cold, dead universe. Many think the laughter that tore apart the cosmos is just a metaphor. The tavern folks call this thing the echo of primordial laughter. They say other tavern branches have this too, in multiple locations. No one knows how many there are, or what their existence means. When we shout into it, there's no echo, tossing trash, and it merrily swallows it. No one knows if this thing will keep widening and swallow the tavern whole. Either way, it just sits there, right over there, motionless, grinning at it. Just stick your hand in there. It's said, at a turning point of destiny, a fool need... No one knows what this thing will bring to those who seek it, fortune or otherwise. But one thing's for... Hey, gray hair. Wanna give it a try? Up, reach into the...
Akivili, have mercy. In Akivili's name, please don't hurt me. My hand doesn't taste good. This?
Huh? What?
Laughter above, they really answered! But what's their deal giving you another mimetic?
Now I get it. Audiences infected with the Sparksy virus naturally won't be able to resist Sparksy. We'd end up like that soon after breaking into the school. But if we're already infected with another mimetic virus, and this banana serves exactly that purpose. The Elation really has a twisted sense of humor, huh?
Who are you two? Haven't you heard the rule? Only one fool's allowed in here at a time.
Who am I? Well, just a passing detective and his assistant. Have I been asleep too long? Or has humanity sunk so low they don't even care if they turn into monkeys?
Meanwhile, the ignorant criminals believed they had discovered a treasure that could change their destiny, completely unaware that...
Hey, Mr. N, cut the narration when it's time to fight.
Well, I got something right. Like this?
Whatever floats your boat. Now, listen up, you three. Put that banana down and walk away, and I'll let bygones be bygones. But if you try anything funny...
If you want to get to them, you'll have to get through these little toys first.
Are these folks really the Nameless? In all my years, I've never seen the Nameless dealing with mimetic viruses.
real deal. Just some nameless person.
Mr. N, I've got to go after them. You won't be able to keep up with me. Just head home and wait for the news. I swear, I won't let the tragedy that happened to you repeat itself in this world.
Over here! This way! Run faster! Yo, bro! Just how many troublemakers did you people manage to tick off when you land?
I swear, Miss Sparkle definitely hasn't gotten involved.
Thank you, Mr. Sampo. Now that we're all set, it's time to head to Graphia Academy for the rescue mission. Mr. Sampo, do you know which...
You don't even need to ask when it comes to knowing all this.
Then lead the way.
Your thoughts tell me that you still have doubts about me. Did you ask to meet here so I could clear up some of your doubts?
Greetings, Lady Yao.
Being able to hear others' thoughts anytime. This tuning ability sure comes in handy.
Compared to the seer strategist's ability to come and go as she pleases, this is nothing but a parlor trick. I've heard that Xianzhou folks are big on etiquette, yet here I am, and you're still playing hide and seek, General. Isn't that a bit discourteous?
Sorry. I have this old problem of suddenly disappearing. It's really something beyond my control. As for the reason, I'm afraid I can't disclose it. Please forgive my rudeness. Or, if you're truly that curious, why not use your tuning?
You know I won't do that. Besides, I couldn't even if I wanted to right now.
Couldn't?
At this moment, the crowd's thoughts are crashing over me like a tidal wave. I can't block out all this mental noise. Just keeping my own thoughts from getting tangled up in everyone else's is hard enough.
I see. So that's why. When you were speaking with Miss Himiko earlier, I accidentally intruded on your private conversation.
My tuning is spiraling out of control. This mask is distorting my ability.
I see it differently. The loss of control is temporary. That mask is amplifying your power.
How is this possible? This tuning power is bestowed by the Harmony. How could the elation meddle with their authority?
Perhaps the elation simply poured more fuel into this divine authority? In my humble opinion, this mask binds the supplicant to all beings of PLANARCADIA, drawing strength from those who share the same path here for your use. That's why you're hearing others' thoughts surge toward you like a tide. Your tuning is steadily expanding, and you've become the center of this melody.
You sure gave me quite the gift, General. But why would such a precious gift be placed on my face? I need an honest answer.
You want to know the reason? Didn't I explain?
Your reasons about me make sense, but what I really want is your answer about your general of the Yuchue, who sees into the future. Why not wear the mask yourself and personally...
Words can deceive, but only tuning lays the truth bare. Mr. Sunday, why not use your enhanced tuning to feel the weight of that answer for yourself?
Well then, pardon my intrusion, lady.
So this bird on my shoulder is the manifestation of the tuning's resonance?
Exactly. And these symbols I see floating above people's heads. Would be the wheel and woe signs you mentioned, General?
That's right. To become an Arbiter General, one must undergo 3 ceremonies. The Rainbow Ordainment, the Rainbow's Gaze, and the Bestowal of Spiritus. Only then can one truly take up the mantle. When I was appointed as the Yuchue's General, I was bestowed with the Rainbow Spiritus called Kalachakra Sky Plume, which represents the vision of the hunt among the 7 aspects of thanks to that. I gained the eye of Ishvara. Since the day I arrived on this world, every person I've seen bore a crimson woe sign above their head, without exception. Within days at most, a catastrophic disaster will befall this place.
So, that red glow rising from the edge of the city is...
The blazing light, formed by the convergence of all those woe signs in PLANARCADIA.
In that case, General, it's all the more reason for you to wear the mask. Once your sight into the future is strengthened, you won't need to fear that...
Mr. Sunday, have you heard the Diviner's iron law? Never divine the same matter twice.
In Penacony, diviners also warn clients beforehand. You can't ask for another spread just because you dislike the result. There's a reason for that, isn't there?
Divining the future is, in essence, a form of observation and calculation. It's an interference with the future. Each reading drives the murky future towards a definite outcome. A collapsed quantum state, even if that outcome isn't to one's liking. To be honest, when I set out for PLANARCADIA, I had fully intended to personally participate in the fan, but the moment I laid hands on the mask, I understood the consequences of wearing it. Once this miraculous item is donned, the Eye of Ishvara would transcend mere sight and permeate throughout this realm. The Kalachakra Sky Plume would predict the future of all beings.
You're saying that simply by your observation, our future would become fixed.
Indeed, just like how the Wisdom Walker expounded the way of destiny, anchoring the fated moments. If I wore the mask, I would become the noose of PLANARCADIA, and I would personally anchor a destiny that drives us all into a bottomless darkness. We will become locked in a dead end, with not a shred of hope for salvation. Close one. I passed the trial. There's still a sliver of hope in this round.
Now that makes me even more curious. Pardon my bluntness, but the fate of billions in PLANARCADIA never had much to do with you, General. Your encounter with the Express and the IPC was merely a chance meeting. You are a messenger of the Xianzhou. Since you foresaw the omen, that an Arbiter General will fall here, you could have boarded your ship and left at any time. Why choose to stay and help us? To help this world break free of this—
Because I am guided by great compassion. Every life is precious beyond measure. Such diplomatic pleasantries won't fool the former master of Penacony like yourself. Then, how about this reason? The Astral Express has distinguished itself time and again against the destruction, and bears an irreplaceable duty for the future. I can't just sit idly and watch you face an isle. Give me a break. I really am terrible at all this diplomatic talk. Mr. Sunday, what makes you think that everything I've done is just to save—
What?
Weal is where woe lurks. Woe is where weal leads. The good fortune of some often births the ill fate of others. And a dead end for someone may hide an opportunity. This treacherous land where life and death turn again and again, where fortune flips to misfortune, is, in my eyes,
A game with whom?
with the gods. Mr. Sunday, have you heard of the Battle of the Fonghu 30 years ago?
I've heard rumors of that war, but not the details. General, are you suggesting PLANARCADIA is now facing dangers just as perilous as the Xianzhou Fanghu?
You got that right. 30 years ago, the Abundance Axis broke our lines and invaded the Fanghu homeland. The abominations awakened a living demonic star, intending to sink the Xianzhou Fanghu. With no other options, the Alliance staked everything on my Junior Soar's plan. To operate the astronomical observation device, the Cloud Peer Telescope. To signal the rainbow for whoever operated the Cloud Peer Telescope would not return. It was to be a one-way trip.
So, your juniors...
You guessed wrong. The one who offered his life was my master, who taught me divination. It was Master Jingtian, then the Yuchui's Master Diviner, and the only high official authorized to operate that device. Going with him into certain death were Yueyu, the previous Yaoqing general who guarded the Cloud Peer Telescope, and the Verdant Knights under her command. I was responsible for assessing the entire plan's feasibility and mending its gaps. I watched as the starlight, representing countless possibilities, flickered within the reflections, faint, wavering, until the vast... In that moment, I understood that I had cemented my master and countless soldiers into an inescapable doom. When the Lux arrow fell, they would perish along with the enemy and that demonic star. All reduced to ashes.
You sacrificed so many comrades just to ensure the...
Penaconians, that must seem incredibly cruel.
As someone born in an era of peace, I have no right to judge. Perhaps the founders of Penacony could understand the necessity.
Fool or not, it was my duty. And so I had to witness when I saw the Lux arrow descend. I realized the Xianzhou Alliance had actually directed an Aeon's actions. This realization illuminated the mission of my remaining years. In this cold, merciless cosmos, when you're trapped in despair, an Aeon's intervention is often the only hope. We are not ants, helpless beneath the celestial spheres, as we simply watch the stars turn. Instead, their trails were forged by us, who even beings as mighty as the Aeons can be pulled by our will.
Is this what you want to do in PLANARCADIA?
Indeed. I will seize those starlights of possibility I once buried with my own hands. Just like the Battle of the Fanghu 30 years ago. And I will forge the destined death into wagers and game pieces, and invite the god who delights in meddling with destiny to sit at my table. This time, I will invite them into my calculations, to draw a great... Mr. Sunday, surely you can understand this mad idea of mine, having once reached the divine throne of order yourself.
Our common ground goes far beyond mad ideas. But I was reviving a god who already lay dead and buried in the infinite dark. General, How can you be sure that the most capricious Eon would be led by your fancy?
Have you heard this myth? They say Ahab once climbed to the highest bough of the Tree of Existence. Gazing out, they saw stars turning coldly, like machines. And the meaning of everything yielded to nihility. Only the... Mr. Sunday, answer me. Why did Ahab laugh?
I think it's because they finally saw an audience arrive at this long, empty stage we call the universe.
Oh, well said. You're way funnier than you look. As divination teaches, heaven creates 49 paths. Humans find the one unseen. We are the greatest variable this blind, mindless universe can predict. The universe and the gods set riddles for us. Ah, looks like it's about time.
Don't tell me you're disappearing without a good...
No. This time, we will set our eyes on the same place and carve a sliver of possibility out of destiny with our own sight.
Could you be talking about the school where Himiko and the others...
Yes. The crimson light there pierces the sky today, marking it as a locus of woe. The Arcadia's first calamity will erupt there.
I should have asked you to give them a few secret strategies before they left.
Forget it. The stuff in those pouches is all harmless banter anyway. We should let them off the hook.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Full Wish TV.
Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Millie.
It's been 3 hours since our first supplicant, Miss Sparksy, announced her entry into the fans.
How curious. So,
Who knows? Maybe she'll blow the school.
Senior, you can't joke about that. Dear viewers, our apologies.
According to the Department of Aberration Defense's staff, during a routine inspection of the Phantom Moon courtyard,
In other words, 2 more supplicants.
Although none of them have publicly announced entry. As for the 2 masks, Department of Aberration Defense staff describe what...
A raccoon mask, huh? Hard not to think of the Astral and Nameless from the Astro Express join the Phantom Moon Games.
Will it be a movie?
Countless streamers are already live.
Look, it's the Nameless from the Astral Express!
One girl, 1,000 faces. 1,000 faces, one girl. Welcome, dear lovely fans. Please be patient. This horror stream is about to end. Time for you all to log off.
That woman has Miss Sparksy's face. What a pathetic imitation.
What? My face is the original.
Miss Sparksy's face alone is the greatest masterpiece in the world! Everyone should listen to her sweet voice and gaze upon her adorable face!
We shall become Miss Sparksy!
We offer everything to Miss Sparks. Sparksicle!
My eyes. I've seen something first.
The mimetic virus spread among people is way worse than we imagined. Become a fake of a fake or a carefree monkey.
On second thought, being...
Enough talk. Eyes on the banana.
Ow! Ma'am, a little warning before you stab someone with a banana, please?
Come on, banana.
Remember the plan we made at the tavern?
Yes, we dig out the imaginated painting Sparksy hid, then use waves to give Garathia a... But what if that imposter figures it out?
Just try to keep her busy and buy us some time.
phone's about to die. Drop the act, my dear Mask. I shouldn't have called you an imposter. That was harsh of me. Come back to Mama's arms. It's not too late. If the Astral Express crew gets involved, they won't be pulling any punches. Of course I get it. Surrendering now would ruin the stage you so carefully set. Total buzzkill, right? So you still don't get it. The worst thing an actor should do is be tied down to one type of role. Standing before you. The loyal friend who's been by your side all along. The masked fool who never played any tricks. She is actually the old mask I have shed. Haven't I been telling you all this time? She's just an old model.
No wonder the light orb in the tavern didn't react to Sparkle.
For real? That explanation is kinda awesome. Look at those expressions on your faces. This is the best opening act for Sparksicon ever! I shed that old mask, and with it, the weak, timid, all too human me. This new me will break free from all shackles, gather my fans' wish power, and stride onto the stage of the Fantasmoon Games! In return for the wish power offered by everyone in the Arcadia, every supplicant must show them what elation truly means. We will demonstrate the elation we desire! There's no coercion involved anywhere in this. It's a simple yes or no, like scrolling to the bottom of the terms of service. One attention, talent, quick cash, universal praise. Download the Sparksy virus. Ta-da! Click confirm. Isn't that exactly what they crave? Elation in 3 minutes flat? Nameless. You're doomed to lose. You can't stop what
We can't stop their desire. But in this stream, we'll show this Arcadia world another possibility.
What did you just say?
We'll show everyone watching the live stream the elation of the Astral Express.
You got another mask?
Before Sparksicon begins, the hero of the Express will defeat the villain who tried to spread the virus. And soon, the world will watch it happen live. In their hearts, they'll long for the Trailblaze too. You were never the only option for the audience, Sparksy.
You know why I can't stand heroic stories? The elation has nothing to do with justice, and you haven't won yet! Ma'am, gray hair, don't tell me you forgot the plan. I'll stall her. have much time left, do we? I'm trying to give us better odds of winning here. There's one thing I've always wondered. Who's the real Sparkle, and who's just a mask? Shouldn't the last then that's settled? Right now! I'll make you the opening firework of Sparksicon!
Unbelievable! A girl who looks exactly like Miss Sparksy just rushed in! Could she be a high-grade lookalike, right? Looks like when it comes to top-tier V-Streamer wars, the fanciest fights are fought the old back.
Hey, friends! Over here! Look this way!
Is that?
Over here! Mr. Yang and I are in the—
While Sparkle keeps her busy, let's regroup. Move this platform, and you should be able to get up there. March, I'm just so happy you're safe, Bana.
After he escaped the school, I figured he'd bring you back. So, while Sparksy was away, I found a classroom to hide in. The students around here have been acting weirder and weirder. Good thing my heart— Hold up. Were you two just talking with some weird— What? You actually used that Penacony? I don't care if the Express turns into a Sparksy train or a monkey train. I want no part of either.
What about Welt? Is he all right?
Mr. Yang, it's our friends. Come on out.
You look perfectly normal, though. So that Professor
As expected from—
We might have a lead on the other two painting pieces. Have you seen Furbo, Nana?
You mean a fur?
We sent a local reporter into the school, but before he was taken away, he managed to take a
What about me and Mr. Yang?
That's the plan.
Himiko, where's the library?
I know the way. I just hope they haven't renovated the academy in the past 15 years.
Oh, the Express crew is here!
Please follow my live stream, Chan.
Please give Miss Sparksy lots of likes!
The library's just up ahead. Finally, I can get away from all these. We're here, Bana.
but I don't see any waves or moon.
Where could it be? Like I'd ever tell.
Miss Sparksy herself ordered us to guard this place with our lives.
Hey, get that stream running.
Ugh, kids these days. They ignore their studies just to focus on the internet. As an alum of Graphia Academy, it's my duty, as tradition dictates, to give you all a Hey, juniors, ready to roll?
Where could they be hiding the landscape painting?
After all, it's an image. Oh, right. Let's check out that photo Nana the reporter left us. Maybe we can...
How about exchanging this for some honey brew?
Where are we now?
This place looks just like any other classroom. So this is where they stashed the wave. Did you hear something?
I think I heard someone...
Something's not right.
Will it too be marked by the scent of the seafloor years later?
July 22nd, 1980.
Senior? You're back!
Belle?
And you are?
But how is this possible?
It really is you, Senior! You look so different. We almost didn't recognize you. Still, that dashing aura of yours simply can't be obscured.
I'm so sorry. I was gone too long. It's unforgivable that I never came back to visit you all.
You apologizing so seriously?
Yeah. After all this time, the least I can do is smile. But all of you are already dead.
Himiko? These students...
They're the shadows cast by my past regrets. Young lives buried here by a tragic accident.
What?
Oh no, Senior! He's here! That thing is coming!
Wait, what did you just say?
Everyone, hide! We mustn't let that monster find us! Run, Senior! The Herald of Death is back! Belle!
We've got the wave now. Time to regroup. You can't save them. They're already ghosts. It wasn't. And they didn't die in the present. But during a certain twilight, 15 years ago. We can't change their fates. However, this definitely isn't some kind of time travel to the past. Someone created this space for unknown reasons, only to reenact before an eyewitness the bloodbath at Graphia Academy from the Phantasmoon games. That's right. But that has nothing to do with the enemy we're facing right now. I know you have a lot of questions now. But we'll have time to talk about all this in detail after we deal with Sparksy. Come on. It's time for us to meet up with Welt. He just messaged and said he and March found the missing Furbonana reporter, Bana, and the final landscape painting piece.
Here in time, or you would have ended up as a target practice dummy.
Beep boop. This Furbo. President, you're here! You're gonna give this Furbo some hazard pay. Sparksy must have given the moon to one of the emotes to look after.
She really went all out, didn't she? The whole gym's full of moon.
Be it Sparkle or Sparksy. Oh, all right, everyone. Let's round up.
Sneaky All right, time to...
Since Sparksy dared to target the Astral Express, treating us like stepping nanostones in the Phantasmoon games, she had better be ready to become a sport. He and I will head to the atrium next. Peace. Welt, March, I'm counting on you to protect the students at the Academy. Dovebrook's waves should suppress the memetic contamination they're experiencing. This time, I truly hope...
Don't worry, Miss Himeko. You better give that...
Sparkle and Sparksy are gone. And the...
If you think you've got this in the bag, you're in for a rude awakening. Sparksicon hasn't even...
Da-da-da-da! Time for your SparksyCon Grand Finale! Because I, the Nameless of the Astral Express, will challenge you as a fellow supplicant and crush your elation.
Challenge me? I'd love to fight you.
Hurry up and put the scenery pieces together.
That annoying old model has already fallen asleep. Soon, there will only be one sparkle in the world. Or maybe everyone will be one. Don't attack during my transformation! Despicable! Too bad. The audience has all arrived. I hereby declare the first battle of the Phantasmoon supplement has commenced!
I'll show them my
SparksyCon isn't over yet!
Stop her! She's trying to escape into the crowd!
No need to panic, you two. Sunday will share my vision with you. Let my eye of Ishvara see through it all. Weal and woe, clear as day. I see where the culprit is. Thought you.
Are you okay?
Where did everyone go?
Look over here.
General Yao Guang?
We're just attuned to each other, that's all. Feeling dizzy? Don't worry, it's just a minor side effect. When I first opened my eyes, I couldn't even conduct basic self-care for nearly a month. Don't worry though. With my reinforcement, you'll be back to normal in a moment.
Thank you, General.
Can you see the sign above my head? So, whether it brings weal or woe, whether it changes or not, please keep this secret safe from me. Don't let me know, and don't let anyone else, okay? Hey, I went out of my way to help you here. Can't you give me a discount? I'm afraid not. As an observer, your gaze reaches far deeper than his. In that fleeting moment, your eyes gained insight into my destiny. For those who wish to defy their own destiny, the best approach is to avoid gazing too long into fate, especially not letting powerful observers do so. Now that you know the reason, surely you'll do me this small favor and keep this secret? Thanks. And of course, be careful not to let it slip. Or else I'll tell everyone all about your true identity. You're a former Stellaron hunter, aren't you? Oh, just imagine the chain reaction that would cause. I don't even want to think about it. Doesn't this feel like the opening scene of a comedy? Two people who barely know each other, yet they're keeping each other's destiny a secret. I guess you could say we're now partners in fate. No surprise there. After all, both comedy. All right, looks like the side effects have...
And you? Are you okay?
What just happened?
I was so confused. I couldn't see a thing.
I saw everything. The Nameless from the Express smashed Sparksy right into the wall with...
That was such an epic fight. Has he...
Looks like the students have all recovered from the...
Did they recover?
Sparksy probably didn't expect that the first miracle of the Phantasmoon games wouldn't be everyone becomes her, but compared to a streamer reflecting people's desires, the fearless trailblazer of the Astral Express is more of an attention grabber. You're one step closer to an audience with AHA. Right now, all of PLANARCADIA is watching you, and all of their attention's flooding over you. Make the most of that attention. From now on, you'll represent the Trailblaze to show this world of elation what elation... That's right. Sometimes the supplicants work together, sometimes they clash. It's like a coin, at least this time. I hope it doesn't end in bloodshed. Show mercy. Or don't. No, I'm just kidding. Lower your bat. The audience in this Arcadia doesn't go easy on losers at the games. She'll lose her wish power soon enough, and the Sparksy virus will fizzle out. You can hand her over to the Department of Aberration Defense for imprisonment, or set her free. As a supplicant who's become the focus of all, I'm sure you've already made your decision, right?
When she absorbed me, I thought it was all over. Thankfully, gray hair, you won this one. 1 point for the Trailblaze. Who knows? But come on, doesn't that sound insanely cool? I'm totally adding this to Miss Sparkle's 132 origin stories. Maybe We're all just masks that someone else has shed. The tavern? They might kick up a fuss about Sparksy's defeat for a few days. Maybe some foolish hotheads might even come knocking to fight. But trust me, give it a couple days and the tavern will act like none of it ever happened. If I really am a mask, then naturally I should return to my wearer's face. But if I'm not, then maybe I need to reclaim the...
I understand.
So, Victor, here to claim your prize? Very well. So what'll it be? Gonna hand me off to the Department of Aberration Defense? Lock me up as a hardened criminal? But knowing you, you're not that heartless. Or maybe you want to take away my streaming account as punishment. I'll live stream 24/7 and sing praises of your valor. All right. Let what belongs to the Graffia family return, but don't let this little win get to your head. You've still got a long, long way to go before you meet the laughter. We can keep working together. Better to have a friend at the Phantom Moon Games than another. What? No parting words? How do you like this ending, Sparksicle? Old model. You and your powerful supporters won this one. I've got no comeback. As a mask, what do you plan to do with your original self? Who's the mask and who's the original? Shouldn't that be decided by the one left standing? Your plan is finished. Your elation has been eliminated. You're the one who should be called the... That elation isn't mine. It's the elation everyone chose. And besides, wasn't it your idea in the first place? What? You told me to leave you behind. You also told me to take the idea and its relevant memories and go chase my dream. That's totally something Miss Sparkle would do. How do you like this ending, Sparkle? How does that joke go again? Take the mask from a masked fool, and what's left but a fool? But take the fool out of a masked fool, and all that's left is the mask. Come on, Sparkle. Time to end this little charade. No show is complete without a curtain call. Shall we become one at last? Bang! Ladies and gentlemen, are you having fun? A friendly reminder from Miss Sparkle. Don't underestimate the Phantom Moon Games. You won't get another opening act as spectacular as this Sparksicon, you know.
Sparksy. No. Sparkle? What?
Perhaps it was just a masked fool, playing a harmless trick under the watchful eyes of the gods. Or maybe she just wanted to remind us that the elation in PLANARCADIA, in any case, everything here has come to an end. Indeed. I want to investigate and find out who exactly created that place and why. Let me know when you're ready to head out. Nothing ever happened. The ghosts are gone. "15 years ago, during the last Phantasmoon Games, I participated as a supplicant. I once believed that all it took for a supplicant to win was to show the people a magnificent miracle. How foolish. How naive I was. Not everyone wants to obtain everyone's wish power in a positive. On July 22nd, year 1984 of the Arcadian calendar, a supplicant, he slaughtered 22 students who had stayed behind after school. Then went on to Dovebrook District, where 146 innocent that stood moved like a deranged artist, leaving corpses, imprinting his signature mark, the Bloody Bloom. The media dubbed him.
It was a tragedy that the world could not forget. The Phantasmoon Games of that year came to be remembered as the Blood-Stained Games. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dearest to them. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before the grave where she was laid to rest. Her name was Himeko. Forgive me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ryusuke, the current dean of Graphia Academy. So, this lady who bears her name, who exactly are you?
"15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantasmoon Games. Even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death, my father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air in space. So, I would ask you, who bears his name? Who exactly are you?
Welcome back to the Arcadian Morning Report Special Edition.
The SparksyCon hosted by Supplicant Sparksy came to an abrupt end less than an hour after it began!
Under the watchful eyes of the entire network, the Nameless from the Unbelievable! I used to think all of the Trailblazers fight scenes in director Rekka's latest film, Holy Grail Stay Night, were just special effects.
We'll continue following the Astro Express's activities and
Breaking news! Around 4 p.m. today, the Security Bureau uncovered multiple corpses at the Sinwish Syndicate's headquarters in Dovebrook District. Initial reports suggest violent infighting among gang members as the cause. Even more shocking, an IPC employee was found dead at the scene. According to the investigation, the victim was identified as Lyndon Scott.
Lyndon Scott, age 34. Field operative in the Strategic Investment Department. Ring any bells, Mr. Ashvale?
Never heard of him. What was someone from the IPC doing here?
Word is, the Sinwish Syndicate recently got hold of a mask. Maybe Mr. Scott came to negotiate for the Phantasmoon Games, and got caught in the fallout. Apologies for interrupting your work, Mr. Ashvale.
Wouldn't call it an interruption. The mess at Graphia Academy cleared itself up. But this...
Initial assessment. 33 Sinwish Syndicate members. Leader Polwave included, along with second-in-command Costide, were murdered in the same time frame.
Costide.
The victims show clear signs of trauma and fractures, along with massive blood loss. Exact cause of death still pending further autopsy.
These stylized handprints. We both know what they mean. Bloody Bloom. Only one person ever used that as their calling card. The Herald of Death is back.
Your suspicion isn't without merit, but that guy was executed 5 years ago.
Executed? Who witnessed it? Was the execution broadcast to the public? Who can prove he's dead? Who's to say you didn't let him out to rig this entire game?
You've heard the rule, haven't you? No one can enter the Phantasmoon Game. So let me give you a piece of advice. Don't let rage gnaw away at your reason. It's bad for your health. The case's info is in the dossier. Get to work. The Department of Aberration Defense isn't paying us to bum around,
Rage sparked quietly in the detective's chest, and not even the wind from Dovebrook could when he first heard the Sinwish Syndicate had obtained the mask. A grim premonition stirred within him, but he never expected...
Mr. N, he's no longer with us. Now he's just a body. Another nameless casualty buried beneath a headline. People only care about the stars twinkling above. About the epic tales of the... Compared to all that, who would mourn a small-time thug?
What should we do next?
I've been slacking off for far too long. It's time to make a choice.
Mr. Ashvale, if you're calling now, may I assume you've accepted?
You are right, Miss Pearl.
I'll join the games. Assuming you still need me, of course.
My offer still stands. Just like 15 years ago. The same omen returns. There are signs the Phantasmoon Games are spiraling out of control again. Mr. Ashvale, I ask for your strength to steer...
All I have to offer is a heart set on revenge.
Today, 33 citizens of PLANARCADIA and one IPC colleague perished under mysterious circumstances. Only victory can bring solace to the fallen.
No. What consoles the dead is only justice.
What's the matter? Found a better candidate? Don't I even make the short list?
This is a game shaped by the most capricious Eon. Surprises and twists are its very nature. It's only right I choose the strongest players. Even so, I have to ask, what makes you so sure that I'd hire a wanted criminal to fight in the Phantasmoon Games, instead of tossing you into an IPC cell?
Throw me in prison? But the Strategic Investment Department in Penacony clearly extended an olive branch to us Stellaron hunters. No? Changed your minds already? You suits sure turn faster than a page in a paperback. So let's cut the fluff. Give me a mask. Call it your first strategic investment in us. What do you say?
Understanding comes first, then the investment. Tell me, how do you plan to earn my trust?
Apologies in advance. Before I came to meet you, I broke into your collection room. I know what you've been working on. Imagine, tell me, have you heard of Zero? Greatest hacker and most feared player in all of Punk Lord?
Some say she's an emanator of elation, while others say she enters the Dark Zone, created by Mythos, as if it were her own backyard. She caused Punk Lord's data meltdown, and infected IPC branches in 28 segmenta, isolating them from each other. Most information about Zero is half true, half false, much like the rumors surrounding you Stellaron hunters. But one thing is certain. Zero suffered a major downfall.
It's obvious she left a deep impression on you. Traumatic, even. In that case, you should also know that ether editing and imagenesis stem from the same tech.
I know. I've studied it.
Huh. How could I forget? You stole Zero's tech to make that lousy cash grab game Ethereum Wars. Of course, you'd know, but you corporate moneybags will never comprehend it. The fleeting, ever-changing power of Zero once tampered with a parameter of reality, creating an independent realm.
Just like Graphia. Are you willing to trade the secrets of it?
I can think about it.
Deduction. You may be lying. I've heard that those who join the Stellaron Hunters have long since abandoned the path they once walked.
Who knows? You're in the Arcadia of Elation. Wouldn't it be a waste not to...
Deal, Ether Hacker. And to seal it with confidence, let me show you a little trick of the trade.
A hacking trick?
Not exactly professional. Negotiating while soaked in a bath. I took one of your data slices. This will help us have a more honest conversation.
How did you do that?
Because I've studied you, including that cyber battle between you and that genius Scroolum. I even logged into all 76 of those banned accounts. I scattered just enough data breadcrumbs online for you to sniff out, leading you to the Ashen Detective. I even let you stroll through my collection room to explore as you pleased. Miss Silverwolf, a word of advice. Don't treat that mask like some 10 Stonehearts investment in a Stellaron. Just think of this deal as something private between you.
What the heck? I just blinked and suddenly half the supplicants are wearing masks? I was hoping the show would get better. Streamers clashing with cosmic heroes. A flashy brawl without anyone getting hurt. Wouldn't that have been nice? But now we've got a crow, a shell, a cat, a wolf? How many more mystery guests are crashing the stage? this thing? When did it sneak in? In the end, everything always spirals into the abyss. But you're the rare exception. Your first battle wasn't bad for a greenhorn protagonist. Since you came out on top, let's wipe the slate clean on that doom-filled oath. Who knows if the owners of those masks will become your friends or opponents? Or maybe one of them will bring about that terrifying future I saw in my dream. Little one, how'd you find your way here? The supplicants in this Phantasmoon Games really caught me by surprise.
Why don't those people in the Go Home Club